Hi my friends, and welcome back to our structured text tutorial. So in this lesson we continue our learning about the converter ladder to our STL, and let's continue with the limit function. So my friend, we have a limit function which has the minimum and maximum input, and also it has the in and output. Let's write it like this. This one is the minimum number, mn, minimal number, maximum number is here, mix, and this input, let's use the V1 for it and V2 for this one. And how it's work, my friends, the limit functions, let me write it here, limit or functional blocks or functions, is use the formula like this. If I remember it correctly, so it's use the min, then we use the max, and in our square we use the in, I mean the V1, we use the minimal and mx here. So in our example we have the V2 is equal to limit, and what we have here we have the for example, if mn we use 20, V1, and for the maximal value we use the 40. So let's write our code here and test it together. So firstly, my friends, I think we must okay, let's delete these blocks here. Let's use the V1 is integer, V2 also integer, then we have the then we have nothing, because we have mn and mx, and we write it directly. So for example, we add for our minimum value 20 and the maximum value 40, and let's write our code here. So firstly we need make V2 equals to V1, and then we compare it for if V2 is so let me see the formula again. Min max. First we must check the max is in. So my friends, we write it like this: if V2 is less than 20, then V2 is equal to 20, and if V2 is more than 40, then V2 is equal to 40. And let's write and if. So my friends, I want to explain you how I convert these formulas to our logic. Firstly, what we have here, my friends, let's start with a simple example. So for example, we have here the 10, and here we have 40. And for V1, firstly we used nothing, and that is why firstly we make equals the V2 and V1. So if the V1 is 0, V2 is also 0. And let's add the 5 here. For example, we add the 5 number here, and now our V2 is 5 and V1 is also 5. Then we do our max function, this one. It means we choose the maximal value for in and mn. So I do the same here. If V2, I don't want to change the V1 variables, that's why I use V2. If V2 is less than 20, so less than the number sorry, let's do it like this. 10 here, use 10, and okay, and for the max value we use the 40. So my friends, again, firstly we apply the max function here, and it must return the maximal value between the in and minimal value. So my friends, I store the value of V1 5 in our V2, then I compare the V2 with the 10 with our minimal value. So if V2 is less than 10, then I must return the maximal value, and here I must write it like this. It's equal to 10, or I can use also the in value, but we are not using it because we need to deeply understand our function. So if V2 is less than 10, we will make it equal to V2 to 10. So my friends, at the next stage, here we return the max value is our mn, here 10, we get the 10 here. In next stage we want to apply the minimum value of our operation, and here we get result of 10 again. So for example, if we add here we add 18, sorry. And what we have here, the first result, the maximum value is returned 80 for us, and the minimal result is returned 40. So V2 is 40 now. So my friends, I think my explanation is clear for you, and you have no question. If you have a question, please write your comments. And that's all for today. I wish you good health and good life. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. See you in the next lesson.